Yo gamers, what's up? It's Gold Demon here, back with another, well, Zenless Zero video. I've had a hell of a time with computer problems recently, so bear with me. Um, we're not gonna do the usual spiel talking about life and shit. Content, right? Let's just hop right into this, special program that they have here for the next update 1.6 that has Trigger and Ambi.
I saw my squad mates buried in the rubble. I'm not sure how I survived. But now, I'll bring this to an end with my own hands. Dying in place of Soldier 11 was my duty.
You are...
It's been a long time. I'm Ambi, captain of Silver Squad.
Your friend's beyond saving, Sniper. Silver Company's revival is imminent. No one can stop it.
This isn't right. If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to go through so much trouble.
We are sisters, in a way. Please, help me. I don't want to lose anything or anyone important to me again.
I will say, bro, Ambi's on Demon Time. She is schmoovin' with her animations, dude.
Evil, but we don't have to become
They just had to one-up Asaba.
Silver Company's legacy ends with me.
The Exaltists are plotting an attack.
Oh.
If they succeed, all of us will.
The Departed didn't leave us wounded, or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody.
Damn, bro, Trigger.
Let
Spicy.
the wind be the opening notes. I've got your back. Leave it to me.
I gotta say, the fact that they made a sniper this fire,
As a sniper,
classic
you have
Zenless.
failed in your duty.
They made it work, bro. They cooked. He's fire.
Despair.
Damn.
Enjoy. This is not exactly new Eridu tech.
Stay alert. Sacrifice might wake up soon.
Bro's dual wielding there.
The world was never fair to begin with.
You honestly believe you stand a chance against all of Tops?
If the world's destined to be destroyed, if the ending could be rewritten, what would you be willing to give up?
That's pretty fire, bro. That's pretty fire.
Welcome back. Now, Miss Trigger, as a powerful military force, what specific roles does the NEDF play in the city's development?
Giving Trigger the most
Defense
godly
Force
jiggle
has three
physics of
main
all time.
responsibilities: deterring external
That's what it
threats,
is.
containing hollows, and expanding into new
I think that
territory.
audio might be too loud.
That's a nice
No,
way
lower
to
it.
put it, but in reality, they mostly just resort to violence.
That's a little blunt, Miss Ambi.
It's all right. She's not wrong. To ensure the safety
I've
of
been
the
holding
city,
off on pulling
there are
on
times
Shingi's
when force is
rerun,
the only
as I
option.
really do
For
want
example,
Trigger.
when a hollow
Um,
grows too unstable for
but
hand
I'm
to
curious.
manage,
I'm more
the
curious about her
defense force
performance.
will mobilize a
I
strike
don't know
team
how
to
she'll
swiftly
perform with the
suppress
teams
it.
I want her
Armed
to.
with heavy weaponry and superior firepower,
I think the
they'll
teams that I
exterminate
currently have,
any
I
living creature
still
inside the hollow
ideally
until they
run
successfully
Shingi.
suppress the hollow and neutralize its threat.
Sounds
Not really
kind of
sure.
brutal.
Right.
It's hard to imagine you being involved, Miss Trigger. You seem so gentle,
So yeah.
especially when you played the harmonica just now.
That tune was very pleasant to the ears. It makes me think of some beautiful memories.
Thanks for the compliment. I've heard a similar comment from a squad mate before.
Does this tune hold a special meaning for you, Miss Trigger?
My former squad leader taught me this melody. It's called Homecoming. It's a piece I know by heart.
Your former squad?
Yes. Before the old capital fell, I was once a member of Crystal Barrel Division's Liar Squad.
Oh, so was it due to a mission with your previous squad that your eyes,
It's okay, Mr. Z. I don't mind talking about it.
I thought they were gonna
Indeed.
cover that. Yeah.
My eyes
I
were
was gonna question
corrupted by
that.
an ethereal's ether beam during a mission. As a result, I lost most of my eyesight. But new abilities were also awakened because of it. In addition, losing my sight heightened my other senses. I can pick up the faintest sounds, smells, and vibrations.
No wonder she could tell how nervous I was.
I heard that, too.
Well, word also has it that when the Phaethon siblings just started out as proxies, they accepted a mysterious commission, which got them into some serious trouble alongside a blindfolded girl. Was that you, Miss Trigger?
That is indeed the case. My history with the proxy Phaethon goes back further than you
Wait,
might think.
what?
For more
Yo, more
details,
lore dumps?
Be sure to check out the agent story, Out of Sight.
Regardless of her past,
That's
the trigger in
interesting,
front of
okay.
us today is part of a new squad now. She remains a reliable and decisive sniper on the battlefield.
That's true. Miss Trigger, anything you can give us on Noble Squad?
Of course.
I will say,
Currently,
a
Noble
blind
Squad operates
sniper,
under the military's
it's just cool.
Obsidian Division. Most of us came together after surviving the fall of the old capital. We share a common goal: to find the true culprit responsible for that catastrophe.
I see. Can you tell us a little more
So
about
that's the
your
same goal as the
squadmates, too?
MCs.
I'm sorry,
Well,
but I can't disclose any more information on my
actually,
squadmates for the moment.
everybody
You'll
has the
just
same
have to
goal.
wait and
Miyabi
see.
wants justice.
However,
The
I
MCs
believe
want to
everyone
find
is
their
already
teacher.
familiar with one of our members.
They
She
also
did not
want to find
experience
the
fall
person
of the old
responsible for
capital,
it. So.
nor is she
Pretty much all
intending
the
to
same goal,
uncover
yeah.
the truth behind it. And that is the last member to join our squad, Soldier 11.
Speaking of Miss Soldier 11, I have a question I've been dying to ask, and I'm sure every proxy out there has also been wondering about the answer. I gotta ask now. Miss Ambi, why do you and Miss Soldier 11 look so similar?
They're clones.
That's because we're sisters.
What? Wait, you mean you are blood-related sisters, like same parents and all? Then are you too close?
Well, we're not sisters in the
They're
typical
clones, yeah.
sense.
I know.
It's a long story. Before I joined the Cunning Hares,
As far as I
Soldier
know
11
they are.
and
I could be
were
wrong.
part of the Obsidian Division Silver Squad, and I was her squad leader.
Oh, wow. So you were a soldier once, and a commanding officer, no less.
There. Now you know my secret. And do you know what happens in movies when someone knows too much?
They die.
Wait, what are you gonna do to me? Please don't joke around like that, Miss Ambi.
Mr. Z, your heart is racing again.
Back on track. Is this silver outfit you're wearing today connected to Silver Squad, Miss Ambi?
Yes. This is my old Silver Squad uniform. Soldier 11's caught up in some trouble and has gone missing. Trigger and I are both worried about her, so we've joined forces on this mission. What started as a search and rescue ends up revealing a deep conspiracy, one that ties into my past, the secrets of Silver Company, and
But her gameplay looks
the
great.
history between
The
Soldier
problem is, like,
11 and me.
I've been
Although
doing
Abby
like
is
hyper
pretty
investment on
quiet
my
most of the
units
time,
now. I'm
I
actually
can
gonna
tell
like
that she really
burn my
cares about
batteries.
Soldier 11 to put an end to the
And my
hidden crisis
Asaba
once
has
and for all.
I
Abby
upgrade all
had
his
to
talents,
erase
dude.
her past and put on
I don't
this
even
uniform
use
again.
Yep. Just like how action movie heroes always get a brand new outfit after their big awakening. Billy loves that trope.
That's certainly an interesting analogy. Whatever the case, it seems that Soldier 11's disappearance is just the beginning of many untold
Yeah, bro, it has to
stories.
be clones.
So, if proxies want to find out more, then make sure to play the
Right?
agent story,
You'll
Echoes
find
of
out,
Silver,
hopefully.
to uncover the truth. Miss Ambi, careful with that burger. You're gonna stay in your uniform. There's no way Silver Squad could be sloppy like this when battling enemies, right?
Let the girl eat in peace. That
Burgers.
said, it's about time we show
Burger.
the proxies how we fight on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Wearing this uniform again brings back memories of the battlefield.
In that case,
Yeah, I'm
let's
still not
start with
100% on
Miss Ambi.
Ambi's outfit.
Soldier Zero Ambi is an electric attribute attack agent who uses dual swords in combat. Ambi will mark enemies she hits.
At least
and
she's
her
schmoovin',
attacks will
though.
Charge and activate these marks, stacking up to 3 times. After they are activated, press special attack, and Ambi will dash through the enemy with a powerful slash, dealing electric damage while consuming a mark. Each mark consumed will trigger an extra instance of damage. This damage will be counted as aftershock attack damage. With enough energy, hold the special attack
Okay,
button,
by the way,
and Ambi
so
will throw her
Aftershock
dual
is a
swords,
new
unleashing
damage
thundering
type.
bolt. 3 stacks of marks will be applied to the enemy
Yeah,
hit.
it's a new. They're doing new
expected of the
mechanics.
captain of Silver
This
Squad,
update,
no
you'll
matter
see
how
with
many
other
times I
characters,
see it, your combat style never fails to impress.
which
As the
is
former captain of
interesting.
Silver Squad,
The way
Soldier
they're doing
Zero
it, but
Ambi
you know, I'm
excels
down.
at
I'm down
fighting
for
as
it.
a unit with her teammates. By locking onto a target, not only does Ambi's own damage against them increase, that target also takes increased crit damage from aftershocks. If there is a stun or support character in the squad, the aftershock damage against this target will further increase.
Lock onto the enemy, wear them down, and when the time is right, deliver the final blow. That's at the core of my combat instincts.
In combat, hold special attack, and Ambi will instantly inflict 3 stacks of activated marks on the enemy. Then, press special attack to unleash Azure Flash, and quickly deal massive electric damage. Once you have enough decibels,
Yeah,
press
bro.
ultimate
She
to
just
have
her
Envy
gameplay looks
execute
fire.
powerful slashes against enemies in a large area ahead, dealing massive electric damage while once again applying 3 stacks of activated marks.
Then, unleash another Azure Flash to finish the rotation. In addition, by launching 3 consecutive Azure Flashes, Ambi will summon an extra lightning bolt to strike enemies.
Your instincts are the reflexes that separate life from death. After fighting alongside you, I finally understood why Soldier 11 tries to follow in your footsteps.
There was a time when I fought to destroy every enemy in my path. But now,
Edgy.
I'll use my strength to fight for what really matters.
By the way, that agile
My
figure we
friend.
just saw is actually Miss Pokora. After leaving
Yep.
Pompey's gang, she joined the Sons of Caledon and is now working under Caesar.
She
Jumping ship
so
to
first off,
another
I can tell you right
faction?
now she's going to be
That's a
free.
mercenary for you.
Even among mercenaries,
and she's also
Miss
gonna
Pokora
have,
is a
the new
force
mechanic.
to be reckoned with. As a physical attribute stun agent, Pokora excels in aftershock attacks, coordinating with her teammates to hunt down enemies. With enough
Okay, so
energy,
they're calling them
press
aftershock
special
attacks.
to have
It's
Pokora
all
enter the
it's
hunter's
all it is
gate phase,
realistically
increasing
is it's basically like Honkai Star follow-up attacks, right? So the characters are going to be off field and they're going to do attacks, based on what your on-field character does, right? And they've got a whole like the first time you do it in battle, it goes like fire, and the character starts doing their animations, right?
When switching off
Um,
field while under
as you can see
Hunter's
there,
Gate, the state
right?
will persist
It's
until
pretty cool.
Pokora switches in again. During this time, if the on-field agent hits an enemy with a special attack or EX special attack, Pokora will target that enemy.
Yeah, see right there,
Any
fire,
damage dealt
and
to the
then she
target
starts doing
thereafter
her
may
follow-ups,
trigger
right?
follow-up
Pretty
attacks
epic.
from Pokora. If she doesn't have enough energy, or while Pokora isn't on the field, she can also enter Hunter's Gate via an evasive assist.
A truly skilled mercenary is able to swiftly adapt to any situation on the battlefield and work together with their team.
Last but not least,
now for my
let's talk
favorite.
about Obo Squad's ace sniper.
Holy.
Miss Trigger. As an electric stun agent, Miss Trigger works best giving her team supporting firepower from the flanks. Hold basic attack to activate her
Oh
scope,
my god, they're
and Trigger
covering it.
will enter her sniper stance,
Bro.
firing continuous shots ahead,
Why would you do this?
accumulating purge.
There we go.
While in sniper mode,
Nope, they're
use
doing
directional
flips.
movement to adjust your ambush location.
Wait, you saw
and
it there for a
dodge
second.
enemy
There it
attacks.
is.
Upon releasing the basic attack
Yep.
button, Trigger will retract to her setup and launch a
All right, we have to analyze how fire this animation is. So first off, obviously the realistic recoil on the legs,
Upon releasing the basic
literal
attack
cinema.
button, Trigger
But
will
then
retract.
this is just slay. This right here, the backflip, the backflip into the prone snipe. This right here,
retract
that animation, cinema.
to her setup and launch
And then of course she does it in the reverse, right, over the hip.
a final move,
Fire.
triggering a quick assist.
I also
for
love her
teammate
EX
to enter
special.
the field. After all, it's at the back.
Wait, did they even
where
show it?
Trigger with sufficient purge
I guess they will.
truly excels.
But she
When
like
on
slides
field,
forward,
squad mates' basic attacks,
and then like does a
special
double
attacks,
swipe over
quick assists,
with her
and
sniper
other
because it's got a
skills
sword
hit
on it.
enemies,
It's sick.
Trigger will consume a certain amount of purge to snipe the enemy with an aftershock attack. If the main attack is an EX special attack, ultimate, or other similarly powerful move, Trigger will also provide stronger supporting firepower. Apart from dealing a significant amount of daze, her supporting attack will also have a relatively high interrupt level. Of course, it also consumes more purge. Also note that when Trigger's aftershocks hit enemies, they'll reveal enemy weaknesses, allowing the squads to deal increased damage.
With the help of my
So
enhanced
that's how they're explaining it. Okay, all it's doing is she's increasing the stun multiplier by a certain percentage, and this is outside of stun as well, right? So she'll increase the stun multiplier while they're unstunned, right? And then when they're stunned, they'll keep that same increase, right? So, yeah.
senses, my bullets can always hit the enemy's weak spot.
Yup, that's not all. With her EX special attack,
this
not
animation's
only
so
can Miss
sick.
Trigger deal mass
Dude,
Yup,
it's
that's
so
not all.
sick.
With
The
her
swipe,
EX
swipe.
special attack, not only can Miss Trigger deal massive electric
Dude, it's
damage
so
to
fire.
enemies, she can
I love that
also
EX
enter
special.
coordinated support. During coordinated support, when any attack from a squad mate hits an enemy, it will trigger an aftershock attack from Trigger without consuming any purge. Upon reaching the maximum duration or activation count, trigger X's coordinated support. With enough decibels, press your ultimate and trigger will release a charged shot against the enemies in a large area ahead, dealing massive electric damage and entering coordinated support.
This just gotta be like visual overload when you got like both of these characters in the same team, right? You run Trigger and Pulchra and it's just like back and forth.
Let's take a look at Miss Trigger skills in combat. Hold the basic attack button and Miss Trigger enters sniper mode and unleashes her finishing move before bringing a squad mate in with quick assist. Miss Trigger flanks the enemy and exposes their weaknesses, working with her team to launch an offensive.
Trigger is gonna
Unleashing her
be a
ultimate.
huge upgrade for characters that demand a lot of field time, like obviously Soldier 11, and I think to some extent, I forgot her name, Ellen Joe. I don't know how she'll perform on those things necessarily, because Qingyi is already so powerful as it is, and obviously for like ice teams you've got
I
Vaughn,
always
right?
give it my all, be it when I'm covering my squad
but
or fighting alone.
I think she should perform well on a variety of teams. I don't know how well in comparison to the current options, right? Because especially with like
Now let's take a look at the long-awaited signal search details. In the first half of 1.6,
especially with Qingyi and how like Ji-Yuan works, right? I don't know if she'll necessarily replace her there or anything like that.
The exclusive channel Electric Reflection and W Engine channel Dissonant Sonata. The corresponding channels will also have boosted
What's the
rates for
reruns?
the new A-rank agent Pulchra and A-rank W Engine Box Cutter.
Okay, so they put Pulchra on Ambi's weapon banner. Cool.
Then,
Cool.
in the second half, the spotlight will go to Miss Trigger. Proxies can obtain
My goat.
limited S-rank agent Trigger and S-rank
My
W
goat.
engine Spectral Gaze through the exclusive
I'm
channel.
not gonna.
Slice of Asphodel and
I have no
W engine
pulls, guys.
channel Dazzling Chorus.
This game uses a lot of
Bring
pulls, but
support to me.
I've been
In
being a little
addition,
silly with
previous
pulls.
limited agents and W engines will also rerun in 1.6. In the
Here we
first
go, we
half,
got Bernice.
Proxies can obtain S-rank agent Bernice and W engine Flamemaker Shaker from their channels. In the second half, it will be S-rank agent Julian and W
Ooh,
engine
probably the
Ryan
number one
Suppressor
free-to-play
Mark
pick.
6.
Damn.
that's
Well,
right.
okay, actually,
We
my
also
Abby
have
exists,
new
but
check-in events for
number 2
1.6,
free-to-play pick.
where proxies can obtain a total of 10 encrypted
Arguably.
master tapes and 10 boopons. Don't forget to claim them. Also, proxies can obtain new avatars in version 1.6. Take a look. After the update, proxies can unlock Trigger and Pulchra's trust and invite them to hang out after meeting the requirements.
When I'm off duty,
Dude,
I'm more
oh
than
my
happy
God.
to spend time with you, Proxy.
I'm gonna
Soldier
lose
Zero
it, chat.
Ambi, on the
I'm
other
gonna
hand,
fucking
has
lose
no
it.
individual trust events. After all, Soldier Zero Ambi might be the Ambi of the past, but she's still Ambi.
Yep.
Therefore, Soldier Zero Ambi will share trust with Ambi, and rewards will be unlocked for them in sync. In addition, Soldier 11's 4th trust
Oh.
level will be available this version. Next, let's take
You know what? I actually like how they did that. I know there was people going to be concerned about whether or not she's going to have her own system or not, but I like how they did that. They still gave us the rewards for it and just made it part of the old one. I think they should be praised for that. They're still giving us the rewards for it. Yeah. Cool. Cool.
a look at the new dynamic
Obviously, you have to have the character and all that stuff, right? But you get what I'm saying. Like, I think this is a good way of dealing with that like conflict there.
wallpapers you can unlock.
I know some people may argue like the amount of content, right? I don't think it's really a big deal. It's makes sense lore wise, right? But yeah. There's some decent backgrounds.
We certainly got a lot of info today. I should be able to make a fortune with this intel.
Mr. Z.
Nothing. You two must have other things you have to attend to, and I'll need to head back to
Wait,
organize
they
all this
accidentally
information I've
leaked.
received today.
Okay, hold on. So because we're watching this, I think it's relevant. Apparently I missed this in the live stream. They forgot to take out Vivian's character ID. So as you can see here in a screenshot from the official live stream that we're watching right now, there's Vivian's character, S rank Ether. They
Here's a
fucked
small
up, bro.
token of appreciation for you two and all our proxies.
Oh? Is it finally redemption code time?
Is it enough to buy me some burgers?
Don't worry, is more than enough. Hi there, proxies! Welcome back to the Zenless Zone Zero version 1.6 special program. Lady Meow, it's time to wake up. You won't believe the military secrets I've managed to snag this time. I'll surely make a killing.
Lady Meow, what?
Oh, did someone name a price?
My head's
Did
covering
the
her.
auction start already?
Huh? What auction?
Oh, you haven't heard? There's a major auction coming up, and all the most elite members of New Eridu will be in attendance. People from all different
New
factions are
Eridu.
gearing up for it.
Is there something
Here, let me move my
extraordinary
camera
up
up.
for grabs or what?
Absolutely. Get this. Rumor has it, one of the items is linked to
Oh, hey, there's
secrets
Vivian.
behind the sacrifice. Specifically, the sacrifice that proxies took down at the construction site.
Sounds suspicious.
Now you're catching on. So, in the main story
Who's this
of
guy?
version 1.6,
I mean, there's
proxies
Vaughn
will be
back there, but like, who's
commissioned
this
to
guy?
participate in the auction and secure that suspicious
Bro, with what money?
item.
We're
Our
broke.
proxies do have plenty of experience with hollow commissions, but bidding in a high society auction?
Dude, I'm
Is
not gonna
that
lie,
really
these cover arts
feasible?
be
After all,
fire.
even just paying electricity bills for the video store can be a stretch.
It'll be fine.
These cover arts
The
be
person
fire, bro. They're
behind
popping
this
off with those.
commission
The
is
Evelyn
quite
one,
powerful.
literal cinema.
He is none other than the true benefactor of Victoria Housekeeping, the
I like the Ellen
mayor
Jo one
of
too.
New Eridu. So, finances should be the least of our proxies' concerns.
Wow, that's a
So
serious
we're getting our
backer.
pockets
This could be a
lined.
real turning point for proxies.
On top of that,
Wait,
with the mayor's help,
We'll let it play out.
proxies will regain some of their original powers. This is
What the fuck? Yo, the plot's moving. Also, why is there a box of
all part of this new story.
box of
Sounds like
tissues?
we've got this auction in the bag.
Not necessarily. As I mentioned before, it's going to be a battleground for
Wait, so do we
different
know the
factions.
mayor?
Apart from our proxies and their employer, some famed families from Tops, and even New Eridu's most infamous Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird, will
Phantom Thieves? Yo, is it a Persona 5 reference? Wait, he has a mask too.
all be in attendance.
Wait, Mockingbird? I've heard of them. They keep the city's elites on their toes. Though they're a gang of thieves, they have their own set of values with which they operate by.
Exactly. So in this chaotic mix, friend or foe no longer matters, as allegiances can shift in an instant. Alongside some familiar faces, there are some newcomers you may want to check out.
I'm not gonna lie, I
such
don't
as the
think Vlad
collector
looks
who's
as
giving
good
proxies an auction invite. Hugo.
when he's an adult.
Oh, I've heard gossip that
I
this
think-
charming
I think
blonde
young
has a
Hugo looks
complicated
better.
past with Mr. Lycon from Victoria Housekeeping. They did some real crazy stuff together before, but then for some reason they split up and are now
Oh,
enemies.
also,
Apart
we're
from
obviously
Hugo,
going to be
proxies
getting
will
drip
also
marketing
encounter a
for
mysterious young
um,
lady at the auction, Miss Vivian.
Vivian and Hugo in like a few
She's
days.
regal
Right.
and elegant, but talks
Yo,
in
what is
riddles.
Belle doing?
So enigmatic.
So, are they friend or foe?
What are Hugo and Vivian
What is she?
really after? Why
'Cause
would they
Hugo, I
approach
think, is
the
a vampire, if I'm not
proxies?
mistaken.
All these questions will be answered in the main story of
Or like
version
Vampire
1.6.
Thyron, whatever the fuck. I don't know,
I'm so
bro.
curious how the auction will turn out. But right now, let's take
Is
a
she,
look
like,
at
just an
other
elf,
updates
or, like,
for
what's up with
version
her?
1.6. First is Hollow Zero. The
Damn, wait, they just, dude, they blare that music a little too loud for him.
crisis brought by Geppetto is yet to be resolved when chaos erupts in the Lost Void again. With Ray's new discoveries, the Dancing on Strings series of investigations begin to open up. After the update, proxies can choose between the bosses Sacrifice and Geppetto when challenging the final battle of Battlefront Purge.
Oh, so there's a
As
new boss.
one of the most
Cool.
terrifying symbiotic ethereals,
Ooh.
Geppetto's attacks are agile and unpredictable. The beast that once controlled other ethereals has become
Oh,
a
yeah, this
puppet.
was the ethereal that we were
With the strings of the
investigating.
hollow, agents can focus their fire to
impair Geppetto by destroying its hands or tail. Once impaired,
I remember this in
Geppetto
the
will
missions.
enter the puppet state.
When the battle reaches its climax, the battlefield will also reach its
This is an
shadowy
insane
epilogue.
battlefield, bro.
Geppetto will lay a curtain of phantoms and rain attacks down on his enemies. If any agent missteps and enters the curtain of phantoms, they'll enter the suspended state where they're slowed
Damn,
and
she's
they
getting
cannot
fucked up.
use their skills.
However, Geppetto also has weaknesses. Though it's the puppeteer of the Lost Void and can summon other ethereals to assist it, if you defeat them within the time limit, Geppetto will fall, crashing to the ground.
What a difficult opponent!
Indeed. The even more challenging
Okay.
difficulty 6 of Battlefront Purge is also coming in the new version, alongside
They're
all
increasing
new
the difficulty.
modifiers for proxies to try. There, proxies will also face
I'm down
an
for
even
it.
stronger Geppetto in the final battle.
More grind.
Of course, new investigation strategies will also be available in the new update to
Oh.
help proxies succeed.
Furthermore, the Hollow Zero investigation team
That-
has
listen,
added
I know
new
how it works now,
exclusive
so
gear
we'll be
for
able to
Evelyn,
run through it.
Astriel, Jane, and Karn. Some of this gear can even alter agent skills,
What?
such as Astriel's new ranged attack and Karn's chainsaw charge attack.
Bro.
In the new version, a new gameplay mode will also be added for
That's so
Hollow Zero
funny.
Shadow Operation. Multiple stages will be available there, each with their own special effects. For example, chaotic maps, maximum health limits, increased combat power with more gear coins, etc. I hear there's even a stage where a mysterious and powerful enemy has issued a challenge. These unique stages should bring proxies an interesting experience.
There's also the event Hollow Zero's
Interesting.
Shattered Edge, where proxies can head to Perpetrator Battle and try out all new stages for Evelyn, Astriel, Jane, and Karn. Work
Okay.
together with more of their
Nice, nice.
companions to shatter those ominous blades and earn limited time rewards.
Apart from what was just mentioned, many new areas, new
There-
events,
There's like 2 missions I can't complete, and it's one where it's like get 5 character equipment, which I don't even know how that's possible. And then there's another one where it's clear 3 corrupted cards in one run. Like like how do you do it?
and a map refresh function, even some urgent events are all waiting for proxies to discover.
Next,
Trash.
let's talk about Soldier
Trash
Zero
reward.
Ambi and Trigger's upcoming stories in version 1.6. Their stories will be available via the themed event TV schedule. Please note, during Trigger's limited time TV schedule event, there will be a new shooting range gameplay mode.
Oh
In
yeah.
the shooting range, Trigger is as
Dude, this
ever
looks cool.
a reliable sniper, able to switch
Yeah, we
between
got
scoping
Kronos and Zenless with-
non-scoping modes. In non-scoping mode, proxies
Wait,
can
that can
switch
also be an
between
assault
single
rifle? What
shot
the hell?
and rapid fire. In scoping mode, Trigger's ability to sense ether fluctuations will take a more visible form, and shots will consume more bullets. At the same time, bullets will pierce, becoming far more deadly.
That's right. Different monster targets will appear in the range, and the more you hit, the higher you score.
Aim training
There will
in
also be
Zenless is
special
crazy.
targets, such as hostage targets that will lose you points when hit, blast crawlers that explode, and more. Don't forget to reload when shooting. It's not going to be easy to get a high score in this training made for an ace sniper.
Apart from the different stages, each stage will intermittently enter a focus fire period, where a whole bunch of golden bamboo targets will pop up. Bullets become unlimited, and you won't need to
I like how they're
reload.
just shooting the
Have fun
bottom.
taking out the trash.
In New Eridu, there's plenty of things that need our
Bro's
proxies
trying to
help
min-max
out
it,
with.
just spray across the
Fully.
bottom.
A Bangbo working at the HIA has come out of VR testing with what seems to be an altered mental state, yelling about defeating bad guys and saving the world.
I know about that. It's a data malfunction that's plunged that bamboo into a waking dream.
I need to catch up on
Only
all the
when
events,
wish
bro. I've been too
inside the
busy with
dream
school.
has been
Hence, you
fulfilled,
could probably
can
tell
they
with
return
lack
to
of uploads.
reality?
Right?
Well, proxies will definitely be able to help with anything Bangbo related. Participate in the March on Tiny Titan version event.
Yep, there's
and
the free
enter
Pulchra.
Tully's dream to fulfill his wish for battle. Combat in this stream will be top down, and Tully will no longer
Jane
simply
gameplay,
be an
love to see it.
assistant to agents, but the main fighting force, raining fire down on enemies as a drone.
This is a
By
pretty cool
completing
perspective.
battles in the dream, you can unlock more
We have the
dream
ARP,
equipment for Tully.
ARPG and
Providing it
Zenless
with
before
more powerful
GTA 6.
firearms. Different equipment will offer different kinds of firepower and battle effects. In addition, after each round of battle, proxies can selectively modify and upgrade equipment at the modification workshop to power up Tully even further. As you fight more battles, your battle level will increase, unlocking more stage buffs.
By completing the specified stage during the event, proxies can claim the all-new A-rank agent, Pulchra, as well as the hamster cage pass and other limited time rewards like polychromes.
In the new version, an uninvited visitor will arrive
Hey,
in the
it's the
video
Night Boo.
store.
That's right. A little bamboo called Quixie appears outside the video store wanting to smash his windows after reading way too many web novels and believes he's a wandering knight of justice. And Proxies, having stopped it from his heroic
That's crazy.
smashing, is an innocent farmer bewitched by
Web novels.
evil magic. It claims it wanted to smash the glass to save Proxies from the evil magic castle.
I've already thought of a good title. Encounter with the Delusional Bamboo, a futile and doomed battle.
It's not entirely doomed.
That would have been a
Protect your
great
windows,
title.
Proxies can participate
But
in the
yeah, we'll
event
get a little
Little
background.
Knight's Big Charge and help this little knight complete 10 great trials, allowing him to marry the beautiful princess.
During the event, Quixie will take on a new trial every day.
This is
And
this
as
new it's just another photo event,
Proxies
yeah.
must lend a hand when needed. Whether it's giving our knight encouragement, or photographing its heroics, or even helping defeat enemies blocking the way. Upon completing trials, proxies can obtain a new collectible and other rewards like polychromes.
Actually, I'm also a legendary spy reincarnated, once living a life of espionage and danger.
How about you touch some grass first? Plus,
Bro.
Espionage and danger.
Bro.
how about you touch some grass?
Ignore my double crash. That's a... Listen. I started a second channel for Monster Hunter stuff. I started up multiple channels like how the other, content creators do with like a more channel with, VODs and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe I'll upload me talking about the performance. That's crazy though. Touching grass.
Grass first? Plus, reincarnation novels are so last decade.
Back on
Damn!
track. In the new version,
Bro, they
an old
roasting
friend will
these
also
guys.
come seeking help from Proxies. Corin.
Yep, that's right. One of her clients claimed to have seen a ghost in the newest HIA VR event, a phantom that doesn't appear in the records. However, she is a bit too scared to confirm it herself, so she's here to ask proxies to come with.
During the event, head to the HIA Club and participate in Virtual World Battlestorm to experience themed battles each day. There are two difficulties
just a-
to choose
oh,
from.
okay, it's
Team
another
stages
combat
will
event.
have
Okay, got it,
special
got it.
combat buffs, so choose the right agents to best take advantage of them.
In addition, this event will also have special offensive stages. In these stages, you have to use specific agents to challenge different bosses. It'll be more
Interesting.
challenging. But don't worry, the HIA will provide powerful tactics to help you succeed.
After completing stages, proxies can obtain a tuning calibrator, polychromes, and other rewards. But
We like
I'm
tuning
still
calibrator?
really worried about that VR ghost.
Stop scaring yourself. No matter what happens, Corin will be there to protect proxies.
That's true. Apart from Corin, another familiar face also needs help
Oh, hey,
from
Pulchra.
proxies. In version 1.6, proxies will encounter Miss Pulchra running errands on 6th Street. Though officially, she's now part of the Sons of Caledon, she has to do well during her probation to truly be accepted.
I'm just gonna say it. People be calling her the titty kitty. Anyways.
Probation? Even mercenaries have to go through that?
So, as the kindest soul on 6th Street, what do you say about lending her a hand, proxies? Participate in the Delivery Cat Woes event and help Pulchra complete the errands for the Sons of Caledon. You get polychromes and other rewards from it.
I wonder what Pulchra,
Okay.
with her profits first attitude, will gain from being a part of the Sons
Damn,
of
bro.
Caledon family.
I woke up right
Let's
before this
stay
chat, so.
tuned.
Now, back to combat. In version 1.6,
I didn't get a
there
lot
will
of
be a
sleep.
new update to routine cleanup, where proxies
This right here matters a lot. So this set is obviously for the new mechanic, the aftershocks, what they're calling it, and dash attacks. I don't know how this will affect Asaba, but this does obviously affect both aftershocks and dash attacks, which is pretty good. I think for Saba specifically, current sets are still better, but I could be wrong. I do know right now he's kind of doing a either four piece. Oh, what's it called? I know some people do four piece Woodpecker, and the other one's four piece Thunder. Is it Thundering Fury? No, I think that's a Star Rail one. Point is, four piece electric set. I don't know if this is gonna beat four piece electric set. Right now, I use like mixed, so I do 2, 2, and 2 because nothing is really ideal for him right now. Um, and also I was able to just get better stats on the 222, right? Um, and so I am curious to see how this will be, how like if this will be better than the other one. So the other effect is upon hitting aftershocks or a dash attack, the damage dealt aligned to the equipper's attribute. So if it's the same type, which I don't know why they specify this, but okay. The equipper gains a stack of buff. English. The equipper gains one stack of buff effect at most per use of skill. For each stack, the equipper's attack increases by 4% and crit rate increases by 4%. That's pretty powerful, and I think that's higher than what it was. The effect can stack up to 3 times and last for 15 seconds. Repeat triggers reset the duration. Yeah, so you have 15 seconds of 3 stacks of that's 12% attack and 12% crit rate, which is a very powerful bonus. And as per usual, this is going to be 12% combat attack. Not as high as the 20. Was it? Is it 24%? Might be 28. I don't know. The 20 something percent on the current one, right? Four piece attack, right? But this is going to give you damage percent for your dash attacks, which at least the Saba cares about, and then you're obviously going to get an extra 12% um combat attack and 12% crit rate, which he could go overboard on crit rate here. And again, I don't know how this will perform over current options. It doesn't seem too strong because again, like having it only matter for your dash attacks is kind of we'll see. But this other part does buff everything, so it could outweigh whatever the loss would be of the two-piece set here. Additionally, obviously, it's intended for AMB based on the design of the actual sets, and there's that. And then there's Faithin's Melody, right, which is anomaly mastery. Whenever the member uses an EX special attack, the equipper's anomaly proficiency increases by 45%. And then if the character using the EX special attack is not the equipper, right, the equipper's ether damage increases by 25%. So this is a very interesting set that they did here to mix things up. And so I just want to reread it to make sure everything's clear. So obviously we get Anomaly Mastery. So this is our first source outside of the slot 6 disc to actually increase Anomaly Mastery. And it's going to be a percentage, which means it's going to scale on top of the other ones, right? Which could be very interesting. Or it's a flat bonus, so it's going to scale on top of the base one. So if you got 100, this will be a +8, right? If assuming that's how it's done, it should be done like that because everything else in the game is done like that, right? Where you got your percentages off of the base value plus the flat value, right? So this is interesting. A small anomaly mastery increase are well, actually, for the characters that this matters, it's going to be higher than +8. It's going to be like what +12 for a lot of those characters because they've got like 150 anomaly mastery base, right, or something. It's like 140. Anyways, you understand what I'm saying. Interesting to see that they're actually putting that as a set. Clearly a character needs it for something. I'm assuming a future character based on the 4-piece effect, but yeah. When any squad member uses an EX special attack, the equipper's anomaly proficiency increases by 45 for 8 seconds. So this is a +45 effective damage percent for your anomalies, right, which is very interesting because it's when anybody uses it. So yeah, this could be good for Bernice, actually. I don't think it's gonna beat her current 4-piece because that one's just raw damage percent and stuff. But this is pretty nice, right? This is a pretty nice set for uh anomaly focused characters, right? So yeah. And then the second bonus is if the character using the EX special attack is not the equipper's damage increases by 25%. So this requires you to use somebody else's EX special, which is interesting, and it's for Ether specifically. So right now, this set clearly doesn't have a use. It's obviously for Vivian because she's Ether, as we saw, right? So yeah, interesting to see Ether Anomaly character, right? Very curious on what she does, because Anomaly's in a very weird state where it's really strong, but some of the hyper carry setups with like Ji-Yuan, right, for example, are considered to be like the baseline, right? So I'm curious to see how this will compare with our current setups for like disorder teams and whatnot. Just giving that gives you Elemental Mastery or Anomaly Mastery which is going to boost your application rate, right? So curious to see how this stuff maths out in the live game, right? But yeah, there's going to be a lot going on there, especially Vivian. I wonder how her kit's going to affect the current anomaly teams. She's going to need a lot to be competitive with the current ones, right? Because right now there's not a lot of flexibility, but if she does anything nice, like Bernice, right, she'll be very good because there's a very goofy thing they keep doing by making every lightning weak thing resistant to fire, or vice versa. So you can't use Bernice and Yanagi like you ideally should, right?
Proxies will be able to obtain the new drive discs, Shadow Harmony and Phaethon's Malady.
Proxies can also head to Expert Challenge to fight the new enemy, Lumberjack. Careful of his massive
They've added so many
saw,
new enemies,
that
dude.
thing's no joke.
In addition, Shuyu
Crazy.
Defense, Critical Node and Deadly Assault will continue to rotate updates in version 1.6. Don't forget to take them on, Proxies.
Our familiar double drops events are also back in 1.6.
Nice.
With increased drops
We
for
love
both
double
combat
drops.
simulation and routine cleanup. Go and get the mats you need,
Huge.
Proxies.
That's the events all wrapped up. Let's check out our version optimizations.
First, an update to Expert Challenge. After the update, Expert Challenge will, in accordance with the materials required by the S-Rank agent of the current exclusive channel, periodically activate a burnout mode for the corresponding stage. Under this mode, spend double battery charge to gain double drops.
This mode
I
should
thought it
help
was just double
Proxies
drop. Okay,
increase
well, hey,
efficiency when farming
that's
for
nice.
agent
That's a
materials.
little nice there.
Let's check
It's not like anything
optimizations
fogging
related to
over, but
upgrading
it's cool.
Version 1.6 will welcome updates to the W engine and drive disk interfaces. Now, when you press Enhance, you can see the model for the W engine or drive disk on the left. Even when fully upgraded, you can still use Enhance to check the model.
In addition, in the new
That's cool.
version, when agents,
Also for
W
weapon, looks
engines,
pretty cool.
or Bang Boo reach each milestone of 10 levels, the upgrade interface will no longer automatically close. Proxies can
Thank
continue
God, bro.
promoting, modifying,
That shit was
or
annoying.
optimizing. It'll only close when the upgrade target has reached the maximum level for the current Internet reputation.
That's right. Speaking
Okay.
of upgrades,
Okay,
there
we
are
fuck with
upgrades
it.
to the special training plan system too. In the new version, once proxies have set a training goal for their agents and completed the corresponding upgrade material stage, the results page will display the percentage of progress made toward the required number of materials. This should help proxies check their progress on their goals.
Oh, it's at the
Also,
bottom.
There will be optimizations made to
Okay,
quick
sorry, the
access of
text was covering
upgrade
it.
interfaces after completing stages. When you hit the return to upgrading button, it will no longer take you to the special training plan interface, but to the upgrade interface, smoothing out the kinks in the process. Outside the game, we've also prepared stories for Ambi and Pokra. They'll be here soon, so stay tuned, Proxies.
As
Cool.
for Trigger, we'll hear more of her stories in the future, so keep an eye on our official channels.
Well, it's getting late. I need to go make preparations for the auction.
Okay, where's your invite then?
What? They didn't invite New Eridu's best intel broker? How dare! I swear I will get an invite. Ahem. Anyway,
Banging music,
thank you for
as always.
watching the Zenless Zone Zero version 1.6 special program, Proxies. On March 12th, the newest version, Among the Forgotten Ruins, will arrive. Remember to check it out.
Meow. Bye-bye.
Yeah, another banger update. So that'll be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.